Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Layman's channel. I'm sorry I've not responded to all your comments for some time. I've been busy with other projects. Now I was going through some of the comments and I discovered a lot of people were still having problems regarding setting their lot sizes, and also having issues where you go into a trade and you are wiped out after about 10 pip movement and you don't know why, and some are having difficulties setting their lot sizes. Now if you look at my screen, right, you will notice this lot size. Right now I'm operating on a nano lot size. Okay, now what that simply means is I'm operating in cents. Now per pip movement I'm going to be having 10 cents profit or loss. So one pip is going to be about 10 cents or thereabouts. Now I'm saying 10 cents, it might not be exactly 10 cents depending on the currency pair you are trading on. Yeah, you have some different pip value. This is tricky, but it's not really deep. It's negligible. Personally, I neglect it. Now let's go to the main issue where most of you are having problems. Now this is where some of you are having problems, where you have to execute your trade. Now let me quickly address those that have issues setting their lot sizes. These 5 buttons, sorry, there are 4 buttons here. The one in the middle is what your lot size is currently set at. Now the other 4 buttons are where you're going to either increase or decrease your lot size. Now if you want to increase this to a 0.02 simply means per pip movement you have 20 cents. Okay, now 0.01 means per pip movement you are going to have 10 cents value. Now all the calculations they will give you, divide this by this, divide that by that. In my channel I try to bring it to the barest minimum, the explanation. I bring it down, I make it such that any layman can understand, hence layman channel. Okay, so the calculations your experts are going to give you, you will really not need them here. Okay, now let's quickly use this button so that those of you having issues with that regards might quickly get it. Now let's start with the first one, which is minus 0.1. Minus 0.1 means you are changing the first decimal. Okay, so you are reducing the first decimal. Now I think it's already set to 0, so I think we should rather use plus 0.01. Let's increase it. Okay, so now when you hit it you're going to have 0.10 because you are increasing the first decimal. If you hit it again you get 0.21. now let's reduce it to 0.01. now you're trying to change the first decimal. Okay, you're trying to change the 2 to 0, right? So all you simply have to do is go to minus 0.1 and click on it. If you click on it you have this, click again and then you have this. So all these buttons here is where you're going to be hitting to change your different lot sizing, and the simplest way of doing this is simply hitting on this particular digits here, because when you hit on it it brings out your cursor where you can type in the lot size that you want. So that's that for those of you having issues changing your lot sizes. Now let's talk about leveraging and how leveraging affects your trade. That's for those of you that get your account wiped out and you don't know why. Some of you want to go into a trade and they are telling you you don't have enough money for it and you have money in your account. Now when you're opening your account with your broker, you're always asked what leverage you want your account to operate on. Now we have different leverages in the forex market. We have about 1:100, which is the most popular for retailers. You have 1:1000. Brokers, the big shots, they go as far as this. Now what leverage simply means is it's like you're borrowing money from your broker, right? So now with a $100 account you can trade $100,000 worth of assets, right? Let's not go to the calculation. That's where most of you get confused. Now let me tell you, for the smaller retailers like you and I, it's always recommended you use smaller lots, leverages of 1:50, 1:25, 1:15, and OctaFS offers 1:15. Though different brokers offer different leverages, but OctaFS I always recommend it because that's the one I personally use. They offer as low as 1:15, but personally as a retailer, you shouldn't use more than 1:100. Now this is why. So this is a nano account because each of my pip movement is going to be in cents, like I showed you on this. Okay, most of the things, market movement here, are going to be in cents. If you notice how they move, you know what I'm talking about. Now this account is set on the leverage of 1:15, like I told you. Now what that simply means is, if I have a pip movement which is 10 cents, it's going to be let's say 0.01, which is my current lot size, multiplied by 15, okay, which is about 10 cents, right? So that means per pip movement, I mean it's about, I think, 15 cents, sorry, 15 cents. Okay, so that's per pip movement. I'm either losing or getting 15 cents. Now if I'm operating on a leverage of 1:100, okay, 1:100, that means I'm going to be risking 0.01 multiplied by 100, which is about 1, okay, $1, right? So you see how it affects what I am losing and what I'm gaining. Some of you might leave your leverages to be 1:200, and that's how you are losing or gaining $2 per movement. So for someone that has about $100 in your account and you are operating on a leverage of 1:500, now imagine what that would do to your account. That means about 100 pip movements will already get you wiped out. Okay, so that's how leverage also affects your trade. Now we also have different factors like spread, which I have explained in some of my previous videos. So please, if you've not watched them, please go to my video link and watch most of these videos. They will explain some of those things better for you people. Now if you have any other question that you want me to respond to, please type in the comment section. I will make sure I respond to them all. For those that I've missed, please be patient. I'm going to respond to all your messages. Okay, so please, for the new subscribers, don't forget to always turn on your notifications, so that as soon as I drop a new content, you will always be notified. Okay, bless.